Because of Ty, I'm gonna say yes. So normally I would argue the point, but Ty's transition to whatever this iteration is makes me believe that women value men less because of the independence. Ty, you swayed me over to the other side today. Maybe tomorrow I'll change my mind.
I would say
Can
this,
you
man.
elaborate, Marcus? I'm sorry, darling.
Yeah, because when we was talking about the gender roles, you said the women is cutting the grass and filling the gas up, and uh it's okay for men to paint their nails and
I
all
never
of
said
these
that.
things that
Now
I
you
never thought
lying,
would come from
Marcus.
you.
I never
Oh,
said it was okay
it,
for men to paint their nails. I never said that.
okay. Well, I take that back. I'm
See,
not
you
trying to
putting
lie.
everything
I
on
might
my
have
shoulders. Let me
I
ask
might
you
have
this though:
confused
how
you.
does
I
any of
might
those
have confused
things
you.
equal up to a man not being respected by his woman? Because respect doesn't come down to the things that you can do for me; it's how I view you, right? So if you still give me covering, if I still feel protected in your presence, if I still feel like you're a leader, if I still feel like I can take your guidance, I'm going to respect you, regardless if I help you shovel snow or cut grass, or if I have to teach you in Darwin's situation to change a tire. That
Okay,
doesn't mean I
okay.
don't
Now,
respect you.
So I'm back to
I
50-50. All right. So you're
nah.
not where I thought you was going.
Yeah,
All
because
right.
y'all not listening. That's what I'm
You know
saying.
You're
what?
not where I
I
thought
feel
you
like
was going.
I'll be honest with you. I feel like that's cat because so what you're really saying right now is that if you got with a dude who can do none of these things, right? Where you just have to split 50-50, he can't change a tire, he can't do none of this stuff. You can't live the soft life. And then your next dude does all this and got you breathing easy. You're not going to offer him more respect. There's no way you could say that with a straight face. Ain't no way.
Trev, I
Ain't no
never
way.
said that the guy couldn't do it. I said that we both can do these things. I never said either one was lacking anything. That's where
So
y'all
you
keep
don't
going
feel
with
like
this. Because I
so you
said
don't
it's a
feel like
50-50, now someone can't do it. I never said they couldn't.
Look, let's try to get
What?
back to the new topic though.
Now, see, our men
respected. That's where we were at. I, I I literally asked if she would respect someone before,
Well, you don't want
as
to kind
much
of
as
You
put it on
said,
her
would I
because
respect someone who
she gonna
I
speak
got.
doesn't
from.
do it?
All right, hold on. Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
And I had to do all of those things. I
Wait a
never
minute.
said
All right.
in
So
my
here's the.
situation that they had to do all of those things. If a man can't do anything, what am I respecting? If you can't do anything, then you can't lead me.
Well, it ain't even
Then you
that.
still need guidance from your home.
It
But
ain't
in
even that.
my
It's not
scenario,
even that
I
extreme though.
specifically stated that it's not that neither person cannot do things. It's just we live in a society today where most people have to share responsibilities.
It's not even that extreme. If you can do, we live in a society, and you just gotta take yourself out of it and stop bullshit. We live in a society where women, if they can do the same thing a man can do, if they can produce at the same rate, they're gonna have less respect for their peer. If he becomes a peer, financially, especially financially, she's not gonna have the same respect. I don't know why we playing around it.
That's not
I
true.
think the guys who was in the fucking underground and shit, digging for coal and all those other oil mines and stuff, where they done lost their lives when the ground caved in on them. Get soldiers don't died in war trying to create this society where women can actually blossom into independent women. Didn't compensate for the fact that y'all were going to spew out of your mouth.
Fellas, let's talk facts. Your belt game can make or break your look. You can have the cleanest fit, but if your belt is cracked, stretched, or sagging, you just killed the vibe. And believe me, women notice. First impressions matter. That's why I'm excited to partner with Anson Belt and Buckle. They completely reimagine how belts should work. No more holes. Anson uses a micro-adjustable track system that gives you the perfect fit every single time. Once you try it, you'll never go back to a regular belt. And here's what sets it apart. One box gives you 3 buckles and 3 straps. That's 9 different combos. More versatility, less clutter. You'll look sharp in every situation. Anson is family owned, backed by a lifetime guarantee. And because they're sponsoring this video, you'll get a free bonus buckle and a strap when you click the link below or scan the QR code. Don't wait. Upgrade your belt game today.
Say for the fact that y'all were going to spew out of your mouth, oh, we didn't need no man. So you damn right. we get less respect whenever y'all become independent. Let's stop acting like that's not the narrative that y'all been running with ever since y'all came out of the floodgates with a paycheck in y'all hand. So let's just stop tripping, man. Y'all even flock to the top percent now. There's a fucking male loneliness epidemic that took place just because you became independent, and you overlooking a great deal of men in the market, and the bottom half of it is just getting cut out. So let's not act like y'all are not raising the bar and raising the expectations, and not having any respect for anybody who are adjacent or below you. So let's just be real. You
That's
can
not
take
true.
yourself out of it to be real. And if you got to live by the code, I get it. You got to sit up here and live by
It's
the
not,
damn code.
I'm not living by the code. I'm telling you based on experience, and I'm not just talking about me. I'm talking about other women that I know. Now, I will give you this, that there are women that think like that. There are women that don't have respect for men if they make less. There are women like that. Just like there are men that have specific and very strict roles that they want a woman to follow. There are people like that, but there are also a group of women who do not value their man based off of the amount that they make. I know them. All of them
Okay.
make more than their man,
Okay, let's
but you
say
can't tell that they even do that because they still show that man respect.
Well,
They
let me do
never
it.
put that man down.
Let me do an
It's not a
intelligence test. Let's
disrespectful
just say your
situation.
son. Let's say your son is 19 years old and he is well on his way out of the door to go and date, but he makes 35K. Are you going to tell him, hey baby, you're not going to be respected, or what are you going to tell him he's going to be respected? A simple
He's
question.
gonna be respected. What do you mean? He's 19, making $35,000. You're gonna do way more than that. You're only gonna go up from there. Your scenario, Darwin, doesn't even make sense. Do you know how much I made coming out of college at 21? I didn't make 35K. I made 100% commission. That means I made zero sometimes, nothing. So coming out at 19, making $35,000 to another 19-year-old girl, you creme de la creme. Shoot, you're going to be extremely respected. Now I'm going to teach him not to date girls who only want him for his money and what he's going to potentially make in the future. That wasn't even a good example. Now maybe a man who is 45, 55, and he only making 25K or 35K. Maybe then we can have a conversation and you might run into women that don't respect him, but a respectable woman who values him for more than that will understand that I could take that 35K, add it to my money, and maybe help you make more money, and I'm still going to give you that respect. That just doesn't fly with me. Those are my morals or how I grew up or the women that I know. So I can't sit here and advocate for the, Shaniquas of the community and say that all women are like that. I won't. I'm sorry. I don't know them.
I get it. You're going to live by the code. That's cool. Down that sword if you want to.
I just seen it happen between you two. And to answer the question, are men less respected because women are independent? I think the energy in society would say yes, that men are less respected. And it's mostly coming from what I observe to be the challenge of the relevance of men. I don't think anybody is really ultimately independent, men included in that. But I just watched Darwin and Ty do it. Basically, what I interpreted is that Darwin did an over simplification and painted with a broad brush and narrowed it down to money and what men are supposed to produce. And then that gives automatic respect, which I know for a long time, that's what's been painted in the minds of men, that you're respected to what you can garner in resources. And ultimately, if you do that and you do that well, that's all you need to do. I would disagree. I believe that a man should be an optimal male. And if you have what I consider optimal is that he performs at his highest level, whatever that is. His level of education, his ability to facilitate and garner resources, his ability to function as an adult. But what I do believe happens in current day is you got a lot of males who are functioning below subpar levels. So it's hard to recognize, well, if you're male, man, and you barely know how to speak English, or you don't even know how to book a hotel without some level of assistance, where you have young ladies who are doing these things, but with ease, that I believe is the challenge. That's what I've observed. So the respect is not the fact that the money is lacking. The respect is the fact that males are walking around pretending to be men, but not really knowing how to function as an adult that can be respected. That's what I see.
But true, I would also add, because even Trev kind of alluded to it when he asked Ty the question, would you be respecting a man that can't do any of those things, right? And that's what I was trying to jump in on. I'm like, why is it that anytime we talk about this, the man got to be completely incompetent? Because I would ask Ty, let me ask Ty the question in a different way. Would you respect a man that can do all of those things and would do all of those things?
Yes.
That's what I don't get. I don't get the question, because the way I phrased it, at least I phrased it, a man should be functioning at his absolute best.
Right, I agree with you. Yeah, I'm not disagreeing with you. That's why I was adding the context of what you said, is because every single time, like, the question is asked, when women are asked this question, they're asked the question in a way of, what if he doesn't know how to do shit? Like, what if he's just incompetent and it's across the board, rather than, hey, if your man know how to do all of this, on top of that, know how to do everything you know how to do, would you respect him if he chose, if he could do all of those things and you can do all of those things, and you say, hey, look, we both gonna do all of these things?